I can tell you, when you are a first-generation immigrant and a first-generation entrepreneur, life is not easy. Not easy.
Have you driven this before?
Oh yeah, when it came to that. But I tell you, the purpose of these cars, we have a couple of these classic cars. Number one, we love them. Number two, there are sales girls.
Ah.
We park them in the villas when we make the villas. That's why you will see most of the immigrants normally do better than the people who live there because they have to excel. That is the only way they can succeed. And they also have fire in the belly. I think it was 2010 when Nikhil wanted to sell plots in 4 fronts. We didn't have funds, but I told Sahil what we can do is we should sell our houses and buy this piece of land.
How you sold the idea of selling the houses to your wives, you and Sahil?
Not easy. Not easy. I left India in 1966 when I was 19 years old, and I ended up in London selling garments, virtually from the streets of London. I've been into many businesses. Some of them have done well, some of them have failed. I do what I enjoy. You can fail 1,000 times, and you're not a failure if you don't blame anybody else. You fail once, and you blame somebody else, you are a failure.
It's the beginning of something. We really want to keep having these opportunities, not do like rush projects.
Keep on trying.
Sahil is a very special client, very hands-on, which creates a very interesting atmosphere between consultant and client side.
It's big.
It's bigger. What size is this?
You walk in,
You get a larger space and a disconnect.
Makes more sense, yeah.
So this right now is 26. Maybe we make it 10 more centimeter big, 36.
Yeah. Or we make it at least 30. 35. Yeah.
Yeah, 35, 36,
Yeah.
whatever, 35, no problem.
Right?
35.
When a client is very hands-on, they like to direct on the design as well. Means that every decision will be challenged constantly. And that's a good exercise even for us, because we have to defend every decision.
Let's do it.
I think the strongest side of Sahil, obviously, his design background and his eye for details.
It was challenging to work with Sahil because he would always push you to the boundary in terms of getting more out of you and out of the design. His favorite word was always squeeze the lemon. So if you give him this much, he would ask for this much. So technically, we'll try to utilize every corner of the apartment, of the building, of the public amenities, of the lobby to kind of give the end user the better experience and a more enhanced environment.
Design is a very big part of what we do. So everything, we put a lot of thought in it. So it's not just random.
He's one of those people who would stick to your mind just because of the amount of effort and dedication and attention he puts into any of his products or any of his projects that he's working on.
You have an argument with designer then, and he's like strongly believes, Sahil, this is not the right way to do, and you believe otherwise. How do you resolve that?
I convinced them.
He would go out and probably look for an accessory or a certain book that he wants on his coffee table. That's the person Sahil is. He's always this person who really appreciates design.
You're gonna love this place.
Who appreciates taking your time or taking your time to get a better result at the end.
The good thing is that Sahil's design skills are very similar to ours. So from that perspective, we could create a beautiful product together.
Yeah, these houses, these four, is what we built.
Every final element that you see as part of the design,
Right.
it's been analyzed, it's been criticized, and it's been evaluated to the point that it has to be the right decision. It's a challenge, but at the end of the day, it helps having a better product. Sahil, his approach is a very honest one. He will always listen. So if you tell him that something doesn't work and you explain the reasons why this element is not working, he would listen to you and he would adjust the design accordingly.
I'm flexible, and it's important to be flexible, but I strongly believe in what I do.
Why do you need it?
You need a glass.
So if you have a glass of only this much height,
How you resolve disagreements with your son? If you disagree on something, okay?
don't have full height because then there is vision will be obstructed.
Glass.
No, side glass.
Clear glass. How you resolve that? He just agrees. Sorry? He just agrees with it.
My dad is an extremely bright person, and without him, there would be no company. Definitely, there have been times where we've butted heads, but I think over time, I've been able to convince him. You see down here, inside here, see over here, that's how we're gonna have our SOHO. Design for us is, it's more than just the superficial aesthetics. It has to be form and function. You know, it has to make sense. Design is very subjective. You know, it's very personal. You know, not everyone likes a certain color or a certain texture or a certain material, but lifestyle is universal.
Creating a space in terms of an experience center and a mock-up apartment to actually bring that to life is also great, because a lot of the time that's being lost. It's nice to see a flight to quality over a flight to quantity.
But who's your favorite at Devmark? Real estate is all about people. Real estate is ultimately going to be people's homes. You know, people are going to live there, they're going to create memories there. And I know that you bring that ethos and that approach to development. And so for us, it's, you know, it's all about human beings. And so, and a connection, exactly. And so sharing of knowledge, partnership, collaboration, I mean, all of these elements underpin what we do as our careers and as our businesses.
So what you often see, especially with the larger developers, is less and less time is allocated to the product and product development. The larger developers, many times need to get to the market quickly. They have to push out a lot of units. And for us, what was great about SOHO was there wasn't this urgency to get to the market quickly, but rather about getting to the market correctly.
The way we do our projects are all very boutiquish.
We collaborate with better designers and architects and interior designers, and we put that vision together. And then over and above that, once we have that vision, we find the right artisans, the right craftsmen, and bring that to life. That's really our story.
Why Dubai? What is unique about Dubai?
This is a new city that is just emerging, and it is now a world center.
And we're also passionate about contributing positively to Dubai's skyline, right? We're also blessed to live in this amazing city, and I think we all really want to leave a mark. You know, for you, as you said, you're establishing a legacy.
It all begins with design and ends with design. One advice I can give to anyone who wants to pursue anything in life, whether it's entrepreneurial, is be passionate about what you do and make sure you keep your credibility. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, because that's the only way you grow. Okay, what else do you want to talk about?